Well, the governing party may be tooting its horn, but what's the word on the streets? Well, in this next report, our Danielle Dean canvassed the views of everyday Bahamians.
4 years since the PLP won in a landslide victory, capturing 32 of 39 seats. Voters are sharing their views on the party's impact to date. Executive Director of the Organization for Responsible Governance, Matt Aubrey, acknowledges ways the government has helped the country to move in a positive direction.
As we look at, say, the fourth year of this government, we've observed some positive economic developments, particularly in the post-COVID recovery period. We saw signs of some fiscal consolidation and the initial reductions on the national debt, and that's critical. We've also seen some important pieces of legislation that have been put in place.
But he added, ORG is of the opinion that more structures need to be put in place to strengthen the relationship between citizens and government. For example, regularized opportunities for public consultation.
We're coming upon an election, and one of the fundamental challenges we saw in the last election is we saw a drop from those historic, very high numbers of the Bahamas electorate coming out. We went from the last election being in the high 80s down to the mid 60s. And that reflects a lot of things. Post-COVID environment, different process in the registry, a snap election, but it also talks about the fact that there is this growing lack of trust in institutions.
The next general election's just months away. We spoke to some residents who will be heading back to the polls.
That depends on who they send in my area.
Yes, I am.
I always vote every election. It's important. The trajectory of the country depends heavily on me, on my contribution.
I must admit, our Prime Minister is trying to do his best.
However, Delano Johnson sees this as one issue yet to be addressed effectively.
Our roads, every time it rains, is like a Russian roulette riding to the water and stuff like that.
And Vince McDonald credits the government with catering to marginalized communities.
There's nobody has turned to the poor, to the underprivileged, the less fortunate than the PLP and under Brave Davis. Nobody else, no other government I've seen. They have been more conscientious of high cost of food, high cost of gas, high cost of energy.
While some are singing the government's praises, others say there are matters that can be better handled as they prepare for yet another general election countdown. Reporting for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Danielle Dean.